Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus, a fresh approach to community service. Settle in, listen in, and enjoy the voices who bring you reflections, musings, and stories from our community.
G'day and welcome to Chorus Voices, this podcast hosted by me, Dan Minchin, CEO of Chorus.
And me, Lou Forster, Head of Brand and People at Chorus.
Today we're going to have a bit of a chat and a bit of an exploration of something we do at Chorus, which is very special, and many people have come across it and some have not. Louise, what is it?
We're going to talk about our Ability Arts program and centre, and our artists and all the other people involved in that.
It's an absolute hive of activity. It's a very Chorus kind of place. It's got a whole sense of community around it. When I first visited, and I've been back there a number of times since, I was a little bit overwhelmed by the power of what was going on there. So let me just sort of paint the picture for people who haven't been there.
Excuse the pun.
Yes. Okay. It's It operates out of a small warehouse in Mandurah, which has been effectively donated to us, or at least it belongs to somebody else, but we're able to be there for not very much rent. And every day of the week there is a group of people living with disability come in and explore multiple different forms of art, visual art, pottery, music, theatre, and so on. And there's a number of fantastic facilitators, teachers and coordinators and support staff down there who make it all kind of tick. And there's just a buzz of creativity and energy there. The Ability Arts team put on the odd theatrical production. I went to the Christmas show last year, which was just sensational, an absolute hoot. They produce pottery and ceramics, which they sell from the corner shop. It's making a big difference to people's lives. And it's really one of those stories about how if we're able to connect up the dots for people and give them opportunities to do things that are meaningful and purposeful and enjoyable, then they're better able to live the life they choose. Louise, you've been there a few times. Tell us a bit about your experience of the Ability Arts universe.
Yeah, I absolutely love the place too. It's kind of higgledy-piggledy in a way. There's just different spaces here, there and everywhere, and flexible use of spaces. And I think I used to have a vehicle parked in there, not so much now. But, so it's got a big roller door. But I love the pottery space. You can tell that a lot of art gets done there. It's messy. It's got stuff everywhere, and that kind of bits of paint and bits of clay spread everywhere. We've got a kiln, so we can fire our pottery on site, and I just love the feel of that. Is a big table that probably can seat 10 around the table where a lot of the work gets done. It's just got an incredible vibe to it. There is art everywhere, so everywhere you look there's a story behind a piece that's usually been involved in a project or an exhibition, or
right.
Someone's led it. There's tons of photos of the pieces either being worn because we've entered the Wearable Arts Festival, or being sat on because the guys did some painting on the bench. There was wings that were made and they were hanging from the ceiling. So then there was a collage of photos of all the guys standing in front of the wings. So you're effectively, wearing them in the shot, including some of our artists who use a wheelchair. So we lowered the wings, and I think there was one of our staff came back in with her newborn baby, and so there's a pair of them in the wings. So it's just this, complete hive of activity and just beautiful art and energy everywhere. And then in the other space there is, bits of tape on the floor and a cross, because that's where they do the theatre practice or the music. They do, a guy called Jeff comes in and does music stuff with people, as well as, kind of karaoke version, as well as, making their own songs. They do also photography and film, and they've made some epic, like music videos of them out on the scene. Oh, it's just, I just love it.
So in the Chorus Voices way, we wanted to hear from some of the people who are involved, and so we went down to try and get a little bit deeper on what actually goes on down at the Chorus Ability Arts Centre.
First up, we talked to Ellie. Ellie is a support worker at our Ability Arts Centre and also a fantastic artist in her own right. And she's got some great insight into just how beneficial it can be to get together and engage in a creative activity.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I work here at the Ability Arts programme and I help run the pottery programme here.
Ellie, we were talking recently about some of the philosophy behind the Ability Arts programme, and you were telling me about the Act, Belong, Commit philosophy. Tell me how that links with the programme here.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in the Act, Belong, Commit philosophy to mental health, which is all about doing things, getting involved and committing to something, and I think that ties in perfectly with what we do here at Ability Arts, where we come together in a group to be creative, and that combines a social aspect of the community with being creative, which is just great for your mental health, I think. So, yeah, it's bringing all those elements together.
With the team and the artists have been involved in a few kind of wider projects, exhibitions locally, a couple of things organisationally, and what does that mean for the artists to have a bit of a wider presence?
Yeah, I think it's great that they're not just working in a void, they're working within a bigger community, and the chance to take part in projects and contribute to things within Mandurah and the wider community is great, because they get to see their work out there, they get reactions back from people, they get the feedback, and it is great for their confidence as artists.
Now, I was doing a little bit of reading about art as therapy, and the stuff I read was saying that the process of creating the art is almost as important, if not more, than the final result. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think so. Especially we find that with pottery, because clay is a really tactile medium, and it's great for breaking down barriers. People start talking. You can have really quiet people within the group. Once they get their hands on the clay, they start chatting away. So I think that creating part of it is almost more important than the finished product, definitely.
Now let's hear from a participant in our Ability Arts programme, artist Hayley. Let's take a turn around the space with Hayley and discuss some of the pottery works she's created at the Ability Arts Centre. Tell me about it.
I'm made in pottery, put two things together, and
When the things, so this is is a peacock?
Yes, it's a peacock.
Yeah.
And I put all the things on it and then put it together, and I bought the feathers myself.
Beautiful feathers.
Yeah, I bought feathers for it.
When did you put the feathers on? Like when it had gone into the kiln and come out?
Oh yeah, when we finished the curl.
Yeah.
And then we stuck them in.
So it went afterwards.
Yeah, afterwards, yes.
The colours match beautifully with
Yeah,
the
they
colours.
do, yes. And here, this is what I made in pottery. That's an air freshener.
Air freshener. How does this work, Hayley?
Oh, you're going to put a thing in bottom.
A candle?
Yeah, candle, because there's some in there.
Yeah.
They've got candles.
And then so that heats up, and what goes in there?
I don't know what goes in there.
Like the smelly stuff?
Yeah, smelly stuff. And over here, pretty one. That's here. I made, these are just for putting jewellery into.
So it's a little bowl.
Yes, for your jewellery, and there's a lid for it.
What's on top of this lid here, Hayley?
And this is how I done it with this thing.
So that's like a mould?
Yes, the mould thing. And that's how I done it like that. Because we have a lady, Carol, that comes in and she brought this in and taught me how to do it.
So talk me through how you do it.
Yeah. First off, we've got a chair of clay, put it in, then put it in, and then when it goes high, we've got to push it up.
Tell me about the dragon wing, Hayley.
Dragon wing.
Is that what it is, a wing?
Yeah, the dragon wings.
How did you make that?
In pottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut the tail out and clay, because we got that roller over there, and we're flattening out like that.
So I'm very interested in this, Hayley, how you made that pattern. Does that go through the roller, the doily on the clay?
Oh, we've got this. We use this one.
A rolling pin.
Rolling pin for that.
So it goes through the machine to flatten out.
Yeah, and then we made it, and then I'll put the patterns on with that rolling pin.
Nice.
And that's how it works.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's how I do it.
I really like
Yeah.
that. It's very, very
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, so, and there's plenty of stuff I done in here.
So did you have like a picture that was your inspiration for that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we've got an iPad.
Well,
So,
very nice.
so I look on the iPad
Yeah.
for that.
So like your research and see
Yeah,
what you want
research.
to do.
Because I'm the only one that research stuff, and I like to make hard stuff, what people won't make.
It looks very hard,
Yeah.
the stuff that you make.
Yeah.
Tell me about this one.
Oh, that pelican, I done in pottery, because I had to pull that out to make it that shape, and then I done that head.
So you kind of hollowed out his body underneath.
Yes.
Is that because he would have been too heavy
Yeah.
and thick if
Yeah,
he was
you
full?
feel it. Yeah.
Oh, he's quite heavy, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Now, there's lots of pelicans down here in the Mandurah area,
Yeah,
isn't
there is, yes.
Is that what made you want to do a
Yeah,
pelican?
yeah. I love my pelicans.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, they are love. Yeah. I like my stuff, what I make. And I'll show you stuff what I made in here.
Yeah.
Pretty one.
And what's that in there?
I'll show you.
What's the room called in there?
Pop-up shop.
The pop-up shop or the corner shop?
Yeah, corner shop, I should say.
And is this where you sell some of your artwork?
Yes. This is what because I love making, and this is the air fresheners in there of my stuff.
Yeah.
I buy them myself, air fresheners,
Yep.
and I put them in there, and I made some other stuff. And these are the rest of the stuff that I made.
It's like a family of pelicans.
Yeah. And over here, if I can get around here.
Careful of that bit on the floor.
Oh yeah. And I made these horses.
Wow.
Made those horses, and I made that.
I recognise these, Hayley.
Yeah.
The bumblebees.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did the big mosaic
Yeah, yes,
for us?
yes.
We had some of those bumblebees in it, didn't we?
Yeah, I made those horses, and I found do your dog, and I made this, all this here.
It's like a family
Yeah,
of,
family.
of ducks.
Yeah, families of ducks.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
And around here, because I do more stuff here, that's mine, that's my stuff. I've done that.
So it's a man lying down. What's he doing?
Having a sleep,
Having
of
a
course.
sleep.
And I thought of making that.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I made that, and I thought of that, and I made that. And I made this, and I made that one.
You've been busy.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing pottery, do you think, Hayley?
Well, before we started coming here, doing it, we were over at another one doing pottery. Before we came here, because the other one we had to pay rent, rent to.
We were in
use
a
it.
different place, weren't we?
Yes. And
So it sounds like you've been doing it years,
and
Hayley.
then we came in here.
About 6 years?
Yeah. So I've been.
You have been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a visitor.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've done it for a long time. We have enough. Yes.
Beautiful stuff,
Yeah.
Hayley. I really like it.
Yeah. You'll have to come in and ask your friends to come and have a look at it.
Oh, yeah, I'll try and come down again for sure.
Yeah, and bring all your friends with you, please.
I'll try and bring.
Yeah.
I'll gather some friends up.
Yeah, gather some
Hayley,
friends.
my understanding with pottery is there's a few bits to it.
Yeah.
What's your favourite bit? The beginning bit, the middle bit, the end bit. You know, when it goes into the kiln or when you paint it.
I like the whole lot of it.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it I do love, yes.
And seeing your creations come to life.
Yes, and it looks lovely afterwards.
They certainly do. I
Yeah.
can see them. They're absolutely beautiful.
Because I do stuff what people won't make that are hard for them.
Yeah.
I think of it.
Absolutely.
Because Carol and Ali put me in, and I'm learning to use the pottery wheel.
Wow.
I loved it.
I think I saw a photo of somebody who did the pottery wheel.
Yeah, I love the pottery wheel.
Do you learn a lot from Ellie?
Oh yeah, she's very good.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah, she's very
she
good.
knows lots of different art techniques.
Yeah, because with Carol, it's Karen now. Karen and Ali have thought of things for me to do, really hard things, because I love hard things.
So they set you challenges.
Yeah, I got my and this up here. This is funny. That's mine.
It's like a jug. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
English
Yes.
beer jug.
Yeah, and that's another one of mine as well.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and
The peacock was in one of yours, is it?
yeah, yeah, and that's my other peacock there.
And they're different colour feathers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my other peacock. And I done that baby one, baby peacock. I done this one, baby one. There's a baby peacock.
I love the peacocks.
Yeah, that's my baby one I
They
made.
are beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you want to tell you about the As We Are exhibition? Because you went to do peacocks.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I was done Next We Are, we took some of our stuff up there to do pottery up there. So we took some of our stuff up there and they sold.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
And I did some doing.
Yeah, and you won a prize, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I won a prize.
At the art
Yeah,
exhibition?
yeah, I won a prize.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of things, didn't I, Ellie?
You did, Brian.
Oh, yeah, lots of stuff.
Do you enjoy pottery as well?
Oh,
Brian?
yes, yeah. And I like everything.
You like everything?
Oh, yeah.
All of the art?
All of that stuff.
Yeah, we all like art
Because
stuff.
it makes me happy and do myself. Makes me do things like heart goes out to my heart goes out to Ellie.
Your heart goes
Yeah.
out to
It's
Ellie.
Ellie.
Now
Yeah.
that is a bit special, Brian.
Yeah, because Ellie is special. Ellie, yeah, she's a special lady. Yeah, so we do a lot of stuff.
So Amber, we met when I came down here last time, and you'd only recently joined the Ability Arts team. What do you like about coming down here?
I like seeing everyone, making new friends,
And what do you enjoy doing when you're down here?
art. I love to do my gem art.
Quite a big project, your gem art. You were telling me it takes you a couple of weeks to do those.
Yes, it does.
Does it make you feel nice and calm when you're doing it?
Yes, it does. Very relaxing.
And how many have you done, do you think, of those gem art projects?
At the moment, I've done probably 2.
2?
Yeah.
Keeps
And
you busy.
this one's my third one, I think.
It had like 15 different colours in this one. It
Yeah.
certainly keeps you busy, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
What are you going to do with that one when you've completed it?
I'm going to give it to my sister for her baby.
Beautiful. How's her baby?
She hasn't had it yet.
So it hasn't even been born yet.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful present for her.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Awesome. Thanks for chatting to me, Amber. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So Dan, you gave me a call a few months ago and said you'd had a conversation with our musician and support guy, Jeff, who works down at the Ability Arts Centre, and said, Jeff's got an idea. And we do love an idea at Chorus. So what was the conversation and how did you get onto that?
Yeah, it was one of those things that sort of popped out pretty spontaneously, and Jeff came up and said, hey, Dan, look, I've written a song, the Chorus song, and we've been working on it down here at Ability Arts, and we'd love to make a music video. What do you reckon? And I agreed immediately, of course, because I thought it sounded like a great idea. We've got a little bit on at Chorus, so it's one of those things we have to try and find a way to fit it in. And I put him back in touch with you, Louise, and the marketing crew, and I guess we're underway with getting it done. It's a bit of a journey to get the video recorded, but it's a fantastic song about becoming Chorus and what that means, from the voice of Jeff and the voices of the people in the Ability Arts crew.
Yeah, and we're mid progress with this song, and I went down and met with Jeff, and we went through the lyrics, and that was an interesting process because I was really mindful that there's art involved in lyrics, but some of them, the words were like, he was describing us as an organisation, and he really only works with us through the Ability Arts, so he didn't know much about the other areas. So I was like, I wonder if we could refer to that in a slightly different way, but so mindful then that balancing the whole political, it's his baby, and also balancing political correctness with art is just interesting. So that was a reflection for myself, but it was great. It was collaborative, and we worked together on making it work. And I'm sure it'll kind of move a bit further with lyrics and production and everything. But but between the two of us, actually, we've got a bit of a vision to get obviously the artists from Ability Arts involved, but also people from Chorus far and wide, particularly in the chorus of the song called Chorus.
Yes. Very, very complicated.
Yeah, a bit complicated there. So we've got a vision to have a music video that has people all across the organisation singing the chorus and having that filmed and getting into a studio. But
so we'll be making that as widely available as we can. So people should keep their ears and eyes open for that one.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm the music facilitator here at Chorus.
So Jeff, you do the music with the Ability Arts crew down here. What do you think is so special about music for the artists down here?
Connection. I think connecting, creating new sounds, writing songs, yeah.
And then we've got a song that's kind of in the pipeline about chorus. That's been a project for you and the artists, and you performed it a couple of times and we're recording it. What's that experience been like?
The chorus song's great. Love it. It's very catchy. All the clients love it. They're all into it, singing it, doing the backing vocals. You know, they've even put their own input into it. So it's been a great project for me and for them, especially them.
And I noticed that you have kind of a karaoke set up sometimes. Well, I think when I was down here last, so you got some of our guys that are a bit of singers and enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yes. They sing. They like singing, enjoy singing, and teaching them timing and stuff like that's important for music with them. And so they're learning, but they like singing, and some are good. Some are getting better. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to hearing the chorus song as we move forward with that project and working on that video as well at some point. So look forward to that.
Yes, me too. It's all going good at the moment. So enjoying it very much.
There's quite a bit of output from Ability Arts that some of which gets bought and consumed or enjoyed by local members of the community and the chorus community more broadly. We have thrown a couple of tasks at the Ability Arts guys in the last year or so through the merger and creation of Chorus, including that just fabulous mosaic that got produced around about the time of the brand launch. That was a pretty special and pretty fast piece of work, wasn't it?
And we talked about that in episode 1, actually, of Chorus Voices, about the mosaic, the 3-panel mosaic that got made, and particularly some of the intricate tiles were made by our artists down at the centre, and they featured some of the iconography from the 3 predecessor organisations and their brands. So we had some bumblebees that came from Volunteer Task Force. We had some stars, I think that was from the Community First logo, and there were some hearts from the Care Options logo. So, that the design came from ideas from a number of people in the organisation, but it was great to get the artists to develop the tiles for that, and then we've got some beautiful photos of the guys making the tiles, and then a number of staff and volunteers laid some more background tiles, which was great. So real collaborative piece there.
And then more recently with the garden at the Perth Garden Festival, which we've also talked about in a previous podcast, and the guys from Ability Arts produced some mosaic pavers really to be part of the Kaleidoscope Garden.
And they were meant to be tactile pavers,
so you could
feel them. Even through your shoes, you could feel the bumps. And that, yet again, we had Ellie come up to talk to us, and she was, I think that was episode 2, the gardening one. So we heard from her about what that meant to the artists to, I guess, make something that then was on a public display that people could see, and they could come up and see the garden, in its full glory. And that was nice, having people across Chorus working together. There's some wonderful photos of the crew making those pieces. And I think that's one thing that's great about Ability Arts. They have their own social media channels, so Ability Arts and also the Corner Shop at Chorus, their social enterprise that you mentioned. I think both of those have channels on Instagram and Facebook, so they promote a lot of their work and their photos, and we also do it on the main Chorus page. But I think that's great. It shows that it's kind of self-running and
it's got a life of its own.
Yeah, it really has, absolutely.
And Ability Arts is one of the really fantastic things that we do in Chorus, and today we've had a bit of an exploration on what's going on down at Ability Arts. And we hopefully will be able to come back to this topic again in the future, because it's one that I'm particularly interested in. I hope you've learned something today, Louise. I certainly have, and I hope our listeners have enjoyed this episode of Chorus Voices.
Thanks for listening to Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus. If you like our show and wanted to know more, check out our website at chorus.org.au. And please leave a review. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps others find us and enjoy the podcast as well. Join us next time for more inspiring stories and news from our community. Chorus, a fresh approach to community service.